What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Tony D2 Wild checking in once again, man. Tony Digital bringing back another 1440p visual, back with another banger today, guys. And I'm making a video that I pretty much seem to have to make almost every single year now. And this is all just shot one take shouty. You know what I'm saying? Shooting on the Too Wild for TV channel. And that is real versus fake, man. Real versus unauthorized. And it's not really directed towards anyone in particular. But once again, I find myself and see myself searching the web on the internet, on Instagram, on Twitter, on YouTube, and people are, saying that, UAs are the real deal and that UA is real and, pushing that narrative. Now, let's go ahead and get this disclaimer out the way, even though we'll have them in the comment section. Let's go ahead and say it again for the 5th time. If you rock fakes, unauthorized, whatever you want to call them, you are no less than a man than the person that rocks the real deal. If you don't want to spend $1,000 on resale, so you go cop the UA, you are no less than a man than the next man that goes and cops that resale price point. It does not define your character upon the shoes that you decide to rock. You have bigger priorities, like you rather go and spend 150 on some UAs than go spend a 1,500 on it. I totally understand. Okay, me personally, my logic is if I can't get the shoe from the retail price point and the resale price point is 1,500, I just move on. Do you have to live by that same category as me? No. You can live by the rule that if I don't hit on the retail, then I go get the UA. You're no less than a man than me. There's nothing wrong with your character. There's nothing wrong with you. If you think I'm stupid because I don't go get UA, that's your opinion. At the end of the day, shoe drops, chunky dunkies, Grateful Deads, I missed out on them. I'm not spending $1,000 to get a pair of shoes. I'm like you. But the only difference between me and you is I don't need to go and get the UA. I just move on to the next shoe that's dropping, whether it's the Jordan 1 Lucky Green or whatever the fuck's about to drop, Jordan 11. That's how I move. If you go and want to get the UA, you're no less than a man than me. You might be more of a man than me. It has nothing to do with your character, about how you spend your money. Doesn't mean that you're broke. Doesn't mean that you're poor. Doesn't mean that you're rich. You get it? All right, hold that in your brain, because when I start talking about stuff, y'all start taking it personal shots and thinking that because you rock fakes or because you rock the UA and all this and that, whatever you want to call it, you start taking it like that means something about you as a person. It means nothing about you as a person. Now, let's get into it, man. So, UA, unauthorized, real versus fake. A lot of the time, people want to put the unauthorized in a gray area. You know what I'm saying? It's not a fake. It's not a real. It's its own thing. Like I stated before, this video is not towards anybody. I've seen multiple videos like this floating around the web. So I said, let me go ahead and put out mine because I wanted to be out here and be heard. I am Tony D2 Wild. I've been doing YouTube videos for about 6+ years, 7, I can't even remember, 2012, 2013, so about 7 years. When I first came into doing YouTube, I was RepMan1109. I reviewed fake sneakers, double A's, triple A's, flawless, 101s, and all that, right? And while doing those reviews, a new type of sneaker came along the way, which was unauthorized. They were also on Taobao and Kin Store and all that stuff before they hit the websites. The websites learned about them. The websites started going forth and actually doing sales on them. The websites are only middlemen. They're not factories. The websites are pretty much your connection towards the factory. They know the factory. They're the middle person. So they get a little, they buy it from the factory. They throw their price on top. They sell it to you. That's how they make their money. Now, to me, my belief, and me personally, UA's unauthorized shoes are fake. Now I'm going to explain why. I've explained in multiple type of ways how they're fake or counterfeit, as I would say. One has been, and the one I've spoken on the most, and we'll get it out the way, but there's more now to it. There's some more reasons, but I'll speak on the first one to get out the way. I own a clothing brand. You might down the road own a clothing brand. If I get my stuff made from my vendor and then my vendor goes behind my back and makes pairs without my authorization and sells them, that clothing is not a representation of my brand. It does not have my approval. It doesn't have my cosign. It doesn't have my quality control to be said to be one of my products, even if it's slapped on there. If that's the case, then I could be able to just go make a Nike t-shirt and call it a Nike, right? No. So anything made after or made without the authorization of the person, that's where I have my problem, and that's where I deemed it fake. You get what I'm saying? So that's one of the reasons, you know what I'm saying? And that came later on, noticing when I actually own my own company. Some people will say, oh, well, now you got your own company. Now it's a problem. But back then it wasn't. No, it's never been a problem about rocking UAs. As I continue to grow in my channel, I made a decision to not buy UAs and to go the authentic route. And that's the route I went. And nowadays I'm good with just, if I miss, I miss. That's just how I roll. That's just my personal preference. If you want to go cop UAs and you come to me and say, yo, what's up, Tony? And you got fake shoes on, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I can't take a picture with you. Oh, you're less of a man. Oh, you're lame. Oh, you're broke. That doesn't run through my head. I don't give a fuck. It's your money. Spend your money how you want to spend your money. We're just talking about real and fake here. Now, there is the storyline that we've heard multiple times. The storyline of Jordan Brand wanting a shoe. They want 100,000 pairs. The factories make 150,000 pairs. The 50,000 pairs are made with the same type of quality and the same material. You know what I'm saying? So those 50,000 are unauthorized and they're retail authentic, or they're authentic, right? Well, the reason why I say no to that is a clear reason. Say you're the buyer of that 50,000 pair, right? Say you're one of those 50,000 pair extras. So there's a Concord 11. They want 150,000 pairs of a Concord 11. No, my bad. They want $100,000. They want 100,000 pairs of Concord 11s. Well, China makes 150 with the materials used, and those 50,000 are within that same 100,000 that Nike wants. They're all the same. You can't tell the difference, right? Okay, well, I hit up my China plug and I want this, and they're telling me, okay, friend, we're gonna get you the Concord that's from the same factory, this and that. They send it on over to you, you receive it. Now you go around and say these are unauthorized and they're real, and this is why, because they're made from the same assembly line, the same materials, and the same, all the shit is the same, right? This is where I step in. That's incorrect. Where's your proof? Where's your proof that your shoe came from that same assembly line, from the same person? What is your proof from the hip hop IOP Linda, or from Ling Ling, or whoever your person is? I mean, Dan is a person. Ling Ling, these are real names, by the way. People might be like, oh, you're making fun. No, hip hop IOP Linda, real person. Daniel Key, real person. Ling Ling, real person. Wendy Lee, these are like names people know about. You know what I'm saying? Where is your proof that your pair came from that factory that you're saying the unauthorized is? How can you provide 100% proof of what you're saying? Not word of mouth, not word of what they're telling you, or my plugs, they get it off. There's no way you can provide 100% proof of what you're saying. And for that reasoning, them shits is fake. If that's the case, then can I just sell you this fucking battery and tell you that Steven Spielberg, this is the battery Steven Spielberg used to make E.T.? Or, yeah, I mean, that's probably definitely not it. These are the bullets. These are the bullets in the, these are the bullets from James Bond. Where's the fucking proof that that's the case? If we're allowing these people to tell us that and run off with that, then we're in fucking big trouble. You feel what I'm saying? If that's the case, then I can just say these are just, hey, Kanye wore these. These came from the same factory that Kanye got his pair from, and Kanye tried them all. Like, come on, bro. No. And even then, if I was to fly to China in the actual factory that the Concords were being made in and grab my pair off the assembly line, at that point, that's a stolen sneaker. You know what I'm saying? I would have a harder time differentiating real versus fake in that scenario, right? Like, is it real because it's literally going to Memphis, but it's being taken? I can give you some leeway there, but you getting your shit shipped from China to your front door, and you trying to tell me that I'm supposed to believe everything, every fucking jungle gym that it went through, that it's coming from the same line that the real Concords came from, without paperwork, without proof? Yeah, I'm good on that. No. There's nobody in this game right now that I can believe 100% that if I get a pair of samples, nah, yeah, man, Tony, nah, these them, bro, these can't, like, these were stolen over in China. My homeboy, I got a homeboy in the plug. He got them, took them from the, like, nah, I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck who you are. You could be Ben Kicks, goddamn, whoever, bro. I don't, it just, nah, I don't feel like, I can't trust that. Nah. If it ain't coming from the Nike, then that's the case. I know people in the comments, I'm going ahead and just nail everything out the way, because people will probably say, well, how you know your shoes from StockX and how you know your shoes from GOAT? I'm not here defending GOAT or StockX. There's a risk there too. There's even a risk in the retail platform. Buying your shoes from retail, there's a risk. The 100% goodness, like if you want the closest thing to 100%, it's buying on release day on the website or buying on release day in the store. In the store, it holds its loopholes. People can buy the fake and then buy the real and then swap the fake and then return it. Like, that's some shit that could happen. At this point, that's less likely to happen for the fact that the retail and the reps, the UAs at least, are close. Like, reps are going for like 160, 180, right? Retail's going for like 190. So if you bought rep, say you got fake chunky dunkies, like, they're gonna go for like 180, right? Well, the retail, and you was able to get the retail and you swapped, the retail is gonna be like 110. Like, so you're like taking, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's a loss almost. Like, the whole, I guess not, it's not a loss, but you're spending more. Sometimes you spend more money or just as much money for the unauthorized fake. You get what I'm saying? That's basically what I mean. So yeah, that's like where I'm at with this. Did me getting a business change my mind? No, I already had made the decision to stop fucking with UAs way before I started Sample. But once I started working with Sample and doing my clothing line, that's when I realized more so what was going on and how easy it is for something like this to happen. We get shit made in Pakistan, we get shit made in China, and who's to say or who's to stop our vendor from making shit, and selling it on the back end? And would we classify that as real, as an authentic sample piece? I would say no, because if someone sold it, if they sold it to somebody and it was fucked up and not the same as ours, that person can't come back to me and bull and say, yo, I bought this from you guys, I want a refund or I want an exchange. Like, no, you didn't buy it from us. You didn't. But we can't be held responsible for this fucked up product. Trust me, dealing with clothing itself, I've been with a whole bunch of vendors who tried to sell us, or they make a sample and they try to, they give us the sample and the sample is shit. They fucked up everything. If it was just up to them, they would have sold it to us just how it was. So there's no slight chance, there's no doubt in my mind that a vendor would, continue selling something but cut corners as well and then not give a fuck. So that's my main thing, I'm curious to know. I'm trying to think. I'm just trying to make sure I can get everything covered, because I can already see the comments like, y'all niggas dumb, y'all falling for the loophole, man, Nike this and that. Like, I don't know, like, there's no loophole for me, bro. I just buy shoes authentic from the Nike and the Yeezys and stuff, and if I can't get the Travis Scott on retail, I just move on. I don't really need a pair of Travis Scotts. I don't really need a pair of Grateful Deads, or I can miss on that, and I can keep it going. So it's not about being brainwashed or like being a slave to not, people. I find when these videos happen, there's more people from, I would say, maybe the UA community or people that buy UAs that are more mad at these videos than people that or copping authentic. You know what I'm saying? Like they think I'm throwing a diss or nothing. There's nothing wrong with what you're doing. Me personally, I just don't. If I can't get it, bro, I just don't get it. That's all it is. I just have too many sneakers as is. If I can't get the fucking the 11s that drop in December, I'll worry about the 11s dropping in 2021. Or I'm trying to think of what else. We got off-white 5s dropping in sale joints, right? If I don't hit them, I just keep it moving. I didn't get the black ones. I'm not gonna get these. Like I'm good. I can pass. I can just move on. So that's just my opinion. Like, if it was, it is what it is. I'm not like a slave to the mentality. I just don't need the shoes. I can take an L. And that's not saying that if you're a UA guy, you can't take an L. You probably just say, I'm not spending $1,000. So at the end of the day, shoes don't make you a man or a woman. It's your personality. It's who you are as an individual. But my main point here about the UA, it's so much more deeper. You can go into all this shit. But I think the most simplest thing of it all is you can't confirm where it's coming from. That's it. And if you can, how? What, you're gonna get your boy to go videotape you pulling it off the assembly line and packaging up and shipping it to you? Like, there's no way to 100% show proof that your shit from your plug is coming from them. They can't provide nothing for me. I'm sorry, they can't. It is what it is. Feel free to comment down below. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. And that's it. I'm trying to think of anything else. Like B grades usually get floated through Nike, so that there's nothing to do with it. It's more so talking about the buying from directly overseas to here. Like that's it. If I have to do a follow-up video, if you guys have questions and I need to do a follow-up video, feel free to comment down below. Like I stated before, this is not directed towards anybody. If anybody wants to react to it, it's fine, but it's not directed towards you. It's not, none of y'all are that. No, it is what it is. And if there was any motive behind what I'm saying, I don't work with the brands. I mean, I work with the brands, but I'm not being paid by Nike to make this statement. This is just my thoughts over the years. I bought fakes. I reviewed fakes, and it is what it is. And as I grown and as I grew, I mean, I understand the thought process. I understand, like, fuck spending. I'm with you. I'm not spending $1,500. I think the main thing that happened with me over time was that eventually I was working with the Chinese sites, and I wanted to grow beyond just buying UAs. I wanted to actually do something in the sneaker community and be a part of it. And I did that over time. And, UAs themselves, like, I think I became okay with not getting the exclusive shit. That was one of the main things. And once that passed my mind, I didn't need the shoe, and I could just take the L and move on. That's where I really didn't care too much about UAs, because at the same time, like I said, the prices are like the prices are only like $30 cheaper. So it is what it is. I'm comment down below. We'll do a part 2 if y'all really like this vid, man. It is what it is. I love y'all, man. I'm out. Peace.